A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3.
I am a child of God, and He has sent me here, has given me an earthly home, with parents kind and dear. Lead me, guide me, walk beside me, help me find the way. Teach me all that I must do. Macy. Live with Him someday. Okay, that's good too.
Yeah, back and forth. So there she is, fresh off her mission, hasn't even been released yet. We've got a crowd of people to celebrate her homecoming. Emily. Hey guys, this is her dad. This is Christy and her beau, and Bina. And a bunch of these kids too. Bunch of cousins, nephews. Marshall and Rebecca.
Patriarch here in our family. I've asked him to conduct an interview with Teresa, and also for Teresa to give a report, basically a homecoming report, which I understand has been a tradition in this family. Been a few missionaries go out in times before. So we'll do that, and then we're also going to ask Teresa to sing a song while she's here tonight, and she can do that up front or toward the end. Which would you like to do? Later, okay. So let's go ahead, we're going to start.
Okay, we'll start right off, won't waste any time. Teresa, a year and a half ago at the airport in Beaumont, your father gave you a father's blessing. Do you recall that blessing? That occasion?
I remember, yes, the blessing.
It was very distinct. There's a half a dozen real blessings and promises that were given you. And as far as I know, every one of those was fulfilled to the letter. You were told you would learn the language quickly, that you would enjoy your work, you had made the right decision, and be very efficient in your work, and so things of that nature. Your father gave you that prophetic word. Okay, question number one, that was, do you recall that? And I have a little question listed here, and I'm going to ask you a second question. I recall that back a few years ago in that very hall, I asked Clint.
A whole lot of things that we could do. I think that the main thing is to keep yourself worthy of the Spirit. And the way you do that, that's a whole lot of other things. Scripture reading, prayer, attending the temple, being obedient, all those things to keep yourself spiritually worthy of the Spirit, and that way it will guide you in all that you do. But if I could summarize it to one thing, I would say temple attendance. I have goals to continue to go to the temple. Absolutely.
Very good. Incidentally, Brother Brazier said that he would continue to read the scriptures daily. That was his answer. So we'll move to a third question. Now, I preface by saying that you're most of it. No. Now, she saw in people what Michelangelo saw in stones. They say of him that he never saw a stone that he didn't see in that stone a great statue. That if he had time, he could carve out a great statue. She worked at it, and she cultivated by dialogue and conversation every way to increase their ability to evolve as a worthy, good, melodic saint. As you well know, that's the missionary spirit that she carried with her while she reared 13 children. similar tradition?
Yeah, well, I think with each person, I think that each person that we contact in our lives is obviously there for a reason. And God, He puts people in our places because He trusts us and He expects us to do things about it. There's always a reason for it. And I've learned that if we would open our mouths a little more, we'd have a lot more spiritual experiences with that. And in the mission, I started thinking about that more. Little things. Oh, this person sat next to me on the train, or this person, I know this person from this place. There's obviously a reason for that. And I think also you go in with the intent of knowing, of expecting it out of them. And you see them for, one, you understand the plan, you understand who we all are and where we all were before coming to this earth and what we all chose, why we are here. And then you see each one for how they can be, and you go in expecting that they are going to accept, and then that goes with faith. And, yeah.
Thank you. This is a little casual question. Most missionaries keep a journal during the mission. You mentioned, how many did you see enter the waters of baptism in quantity? I'm talking about quantity. One or more?
More than one. Yeah.
A number. Do you have any kind of a number?
Oh, yeah, but I don't like to talk numbers. I really don't.
You're not boasting
No,
if we ask, but if you volunteer, it would be boasting. So if you, okay.
Well, we taught a lot of people. We got to see some entered water baptisms, and some entered the waters of baptism afterwards, and hopefully more will as the years go on, or the time, not years, days. But yeah, that's.
Okay, well, we get the impression they saw many coming to the waters of baptism. Now, the agenda routine for a typical day, what was, now we hear about that, it doesn't change a lot from mission to mission, but you got up at so-and-so and you practiced so long, and we'd like to know a little quickly on what the routine agenda for a day, typical day.
Okay. We got up at 6:30, unless at the very beginning of the mission, I got up at 6 to do qualifications, just because we had to qualify for and pass off like discussions, things like that. Anyways, and then from 6:30 to 9:30, you studied by yourself, you studied with your companion, and you ate breakfast and then got ready during those 3 hours. They changed the rule. It used to be not to study the language. And so then we left. We proselyted until lunch, 12 o'clock. Usually from 12 to 1. We had lunch, and from then on proselyted. And during this time we knocked doors, we visited inactives, reactivations, members, and we taught discussions. And usually at night we did divisions with the members, where my companion would leave with one sister in the ward, and I would leave with another sister in the ward, and we divide like that. So that was really, really effective. It was really good.
Very good, very good. Now, when we enter foreign countries, baptism or...
Most of them were Catholic, but they didn't practice Catholic. They just said they were. And most of them had a little Maria doll that they worshipped. It was every house. They all had that. Most of them were Catholic, or they were...
Not too devout.
Yeah, I don't know how that was. I think that's like Baptist or something. Or any other religion. Huh? Evangelist, yes, that's it. Is that it? Evangelist, yeah, I think it is. Yeah, okay.
Okay, now, better results. Is that true in Brazil?
For sure, that's true anywhere you go. But there's a lot of reasons why. It's not just because you find the people who are ready to get baptized. What happens is the members strengthen their own testimonies by getting involved with the missionary work. So when President Hinckley said that the missionary work is the most important work in the church, it's because it strengthens all organizations. It strengthens the members. It helps you find the investigators. They already have a friend. They're already involved. And then the members have the confidence of the missionaries. the missionaries, getting more involved with the members. It's just, in one work, and I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time speaking in English right now. In one work, in one of those organizations. Yes.
Okay, the cold canvas knocking on doors was not too fruitful.
Not so much, but we did that too.
You did that too, and
Yeah, you gotta do
once
that.
in a while you hit jackpot.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, now we're talking about the few that you saw baptized. We're still dealing with retention, retaining members into activity. Some missions have better luck than other missions, and we don't know why. Did you have pretty good luck retaining 50%? Or 75% or what?
Yes,
Can you
yes.
talk
That was
about
one thing I was
retention?
going to talk about. Well, I think first of all, whenever you get the reference or referral, then they already have the friend, pass that off real quickly to the members. And so we didn't even try to make too much friendship with them. Pass off to the members, and then they have their friend, they stay firm in the church, and that's the main way to do it. The members, that's the job of the members, that's what they have to do. And to do that, you have to get them involved, bring them to all the fellowships, all the discussions.
Would you kindly share one or more special experiences? You might call it faith promoting, you might call it special or whatever, but one that stands out. Usually we hear missionaries report in sacrament meetings, and they'll always tell at least one real special experience. Could you share at least one?
Yeah, well, there's a lot, and there's a lot personal ones where I've received personal answers to prayer or personal strengthening of testimony. But I have to say, my whole last transfer was probably the best one, and I was in a different area, Guadalajara, and I had been there for 7 months, and I thought I was going to finish my mission there. Anyways, I was transferred to the last area for 6 weeks. It was a real short time, and I didn't know if that was going to be enough time to get a lot done, but it happened to be the best transfer, and we were able to find a family and another, we were able to complete a family, and there was another kid that was baptized. But with this, the last Saturday, my last Saturday of the mission, we went on a division, and it was 8 o'clock at night, and everything fell, and so we decided to knock doors with one of the sisters that were with us from the ward. And she wasn't too excited about that because nobody likes to batten on doors. And so it was 8 o'clock, we were about to get ready to go because we had to catch the bus to go home, and finally the last door that we knocked, we got in, and we caught the guy. It was just really amazing spirit, and then he went to church the next Sunday, and hopefully they're going to mark baptism, and that was then I left the next few days. There was lots of experiences. I'm trying to think off the top of my head.
Well, we'll hear from more about them later, maybe Sunday. Now, the lesson you learned that was greatest value to you down the road, can you think of one that's of a maturing nature or a seasoning nature that was a great lesson that you figure that you plan on utilizing in your personal life in later months and years?
Yeah.
Some lesson that you learned.
Well, I can think of 3 things right now. I think the biggest thing is charity. Without charity, we're nothing. We learned that in the scriptures. And a lot of times we work because we want to develop our talents. We want to be well-read. We want to be able to do things well. And we forget we have to do it with the right reason, with the right motive, and we have to have the charity. And it's easy because once we have charity, then all the other attributes grow too, and it's a lot easier to grow in all the other things. And charity, what does that mean? That's a whole lot of stuff. That's humility, that's sacrifice, that's obedience, that's service, that's testimony, conversion, all these things. And I think that's the biggest thing that I've learned, is loving people really for who they are as sons and daughters of God. And I'll briefly say the other 2. The other thing I learned, which is more practical, is like conversation. I've learned this with companionships. You just learn really how to converse, to resolve concerns fast, and to really get along, to love each other, and to make a good, I guess, companionship. And the third thing I was going to say was, Oh, and I can't remember that. Oh, I can't remember.
Well, we'll
I'll
take
get back
it
to
later. But did you observe any individual that you thought lived a Christ-like life, that you felt like that they were 24 hours out of the day, they were trying to live like the Savior as much as possible? Did you see anybody that impressed you that much that you thought they were Christ-like in the conduct and the portrayal?
Oh yeah, there was a lot of people like that. You could just feel their spirit and just humble people, and you could tell that their hearts were really right. We learned a lot about broken heart and contrite spirit. You saw this with a lot of different people. I can't think of anyone in particular in mind right now. I had a companion she was pretty close to it. Just real, I think that's the key, just humility, broken heart, contrite spirit, and yeah, I saw it with a lot of people.
Well, that's good that you saw quantity of people, many people, not just one. But I only asked for one, and you described
Well,
them.
one right now, so describe it.
That's great. Is there any other description you could give off said individual? What did they do? How did they act that made you think they were?
She was just wonderful. We just had a great time together. She was perfectly obedient. She thought of the other person first. She was always thinking of the other person, doing nice things. She loved people, you could just feel it. And she did things for the right reason. She did things out of love instead of just out of need or responsibility. And she was always doing the things that you're supposed to do. She just, very obedient. I think that's the main thing. When you're obedient, then that's a Christ-like life.
Okay, so another question. How did you handle discouragement if you perchance had it at any time during your campaign? Discouragement. Yeah, it went off.
Yeah, here we go. Count your many blessings, name them one by one. And you need to repent and ask for forgiveness. But you just remember why you're there. You remember the vision. You remember you're not there for you. If you're excited, then you're thinking about yourself. And you think about that, and that helps you get animated.
Well, great. Now, the advice you would give a potential missionary, whether it be sister or brother, for the mission, could you give some cardinal rule that would stand up in all cases?
Someone who's getting prepared to go on a
They're
mission.
about to go on a mission, and they would ask your counsel since you've been on a mission. What would you tell them, or how would you express it?
I would say,
That advice.
let the Lord teach you. Be humble. That's the best thing. If we're humble, then the Lord can mold us into who He wants us to be, and not just. And it's also, in fact, who we want to be. And I think that a lot of times when you get into the mission, and everybody has big expectations of how they want to do things and what they want to accomplish and how they want to be, and they forget to let the Lord teach them first. And instead they want to already give what they have to offer. That's how I felt in the beginning. And then I realized when I got there that the Lord took all that away from me, kind of. I felt like He showed me all of my weaknesses, and He took all of my talents away and just left me out there to dry. But then that's where you learn humility, and He gives you your talents back, and He lets you learn other ones too.
Okay, now we have, I guess they still use the 7 discussions, right?
Yeah, but that changed.
But now, have they modified any on the 7 that allowed you a little more liberty to ad lib? At what extent would you explain that?
Yes. Well, first of all, there's 6 palestras, or discussions, and this is the funnest part because they changed it. And I never really liked it. I liked doing it word for word anyway, so that just wasn't my nature. So when they changed it, you have a lot more liberty to follow the Spirit and to see what each person needs. And you can even, if you have to, you can switch from one discussion to the next if that's necessary. And so you really felt the Spirit a lot stronger. You felt that it was a lot more personal. You felt like you were tending to the person's needs directly, and I think it was a whole lot more effective. You're speaking from your heart, so it also demanded more from a missionary. You could really speak from your heart.
If you wanted to talk about pre-existence or 3 degrees of glory, you'd feel free to talk about that. Because
and sometimes I did that. It was sometimes it was a different discussion every single time, and it was neat to follow the Spirit on that. And sometimes you just went off on something kind of different.
okay, wonderful, wonderful. Now, I'd like to say hypothetically, I'm a non-member, say I'm a non-member, and I've invited you into my home. This is my wife over here, and we know little or nothing about the church. We've heard of the Tabernacle Choir. Now, we've invited you into with your companion. Now, what is your approach to build a dialogue that would win us over? I'm going to be here, Mr. John Doe. Or Mr. Now you interview me or talk to me and try to say nice things or whatever. Just use your own ingenuity.
Hey, good looking.
So we're doing.
Speaking Portuguese.
I may answer.
Oh, this is hilarious. So is it Senor João?
You got to touch me? I
guess I can't do that, huh?
Okay.
Well, Senor João, it's a pleasure being in your house today. We have a very special message for you today and for your family that can change your life. And I know that you have a very special family, that you love your family, and we'd like to share this message with you today. Thank you so much for letting us enter your house today. And could we take a few minutes to share a special message with you?
Speak up a little bit.
Well,
Can you hear me? Okay.
We have our religion. I've been a devout Catholic, for all my life, really, and so has my wife, and we're in all of our family. Now, what do you have to offer that we don't already have? We believe in the continuation of the priesthood, and I understand do you have a priesthood?
We do.
But we have the priesthood, and we have priests in our church that have a priesthood.
Congratulations. Well, what we have, a lot of people ask us that, what makes your church different from the rest? And have you ever heard of apostasy? Have you ever heard of a restoration? We teach about the restoration of the priesthood. And to understand this restoration, we have to understand a little bit about the apostasy. Have you ever heard of it?
Okay, would you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, I can. Well, we talk about how Christ, when he was on the earth, he established his church with prophets and apostles and with authority. This authority was taken from the earth. Because of this is what resulted in the great apostasy. This apostasy that we're still seeing in the Bible. And because of this, our message is that the Lord.
We would like to interrupt just a minute. We'll go back quickly and they'll come here and say now. And how the members can be in the temple. So yeah, we use that too. Okay, we're jumping quickly, but I want to jump to one question. Kind of special if you see the vision of it. Is have you found any couple in the family? This couple is announced today. You know you're going to date later on. You're going to date sooner or later. I'd like to hear your testimony maybe and give your feelings, your thoughts, and your testimony and the way that it indicated as you see fit. And you want to tell us all about it. You were, please. We appreciate hearing from you. Then turn the time back to Bishop Children.
Okay, you want to hear the song first and the testimony?
Yeah, song.
Okay. They're both going to be in Portuguese, so if y'all want translators. I don't know. My friend, and I like it because it has a lot to do with missionary work, and that we lived with Heavenly Father before we came to this earth, and there we made. So I'm going to sing it in Portuguese, and yeah. Vivemos com vivos amados, conselho se juntou, plano resultou, e o livre-arbítrio foi nos dado. Diz o Senhor, encontrei minhas ovelhas, que no mundo perdidas estão. Prometi que assim o faria, que por minha verdade obterão. Assim farei, meu querido amigo, o plano te ensinarei, exceto quando eu te encontrar, e a verdade te mostrarei. Lembrai que o valor das almas é grande à vista de Deus. É tão bom encontrar as ovelhas do Senhor. Eu sei que vive no Senhor, que vive para consolar. Eu sei que vive meu Senhor, que vive o louvores dai, e sempre a Cristo exaltai, do mundo eu redentor. Eu sei que vive meu Senhor. Now I'd like to bring my testimony, and I'll do this part in Portuguese too. Sorry for those of you who won't understand. Mas eu sinto melhor falar em português, porque eu fui chamado para ser missionária e falar nessa língua. Eu amei ser missionária, eu aprendi tantas coisas e eu pude sentir o amor do Salvador na minha vida. E foi um privilégio e honra e prazer em fazer esse trabalho e participar com o Senhor e fazer isso. Eu falei que eu não fui para missão para mim, mas foi isso que aconteceu, que foi um presente e o Senhor me abençoou tanto nesse tempo. E me ensinou com muita paciência também. E eu sei que Deus é nosso Pai Celestial, que Ele nos ama e Ele conhece cada um. Eu sei que Jesus Cristo vive e Ele é nosso Salvador. Eu sei que Jesus mesmo foi um profeta e é um profeta. Eu sei que o livro de Mormon é verdadeiro. Eu sei que essas coisas podem mudar a nossa vida. Eu sei que também a felicidade é possível através do plano de salvação. A através da nossa obediência aos mandamentos de Deus. Isso é felicidade real, essa felicidade que estamos sentindo agora com nossas famílias. Felicidade que não passa e permanece para sempre. Eu amo todos vocês, eu amo o Evangelho, eu amo meu Salvador Jesus Cristo, eu sou grata pela restauração e todas as coisas que foram restauradas, os templos, o sacerdócio, todas essas coisas que nos ajudam a chegar à exaltação e viver como nos Pai Celestial para sempre. E essas coisas eu quero deixar em nome de Jesus Cristo. Amém.
Could you catch it? The whole thing.
All right. Thank you all so much.
As I have loved you, love one another. This new command, love one another.
Yay,
We need a little bit more than just that little announcement.
Oh yeah, we want details.
Hey, where's my fiance?
I'm over here. Grandpa wants to see this ring. Oh. You want to see the ring in your
Amy Lynn, now part of the family. That's great. Oh, that's right. This is off the BP. Yeah, it's for Nancy and Dad.